Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we've already dove into the rumbling, so now it's time to take on Mikasa's side by reacting to Under the Tree by SiM. And this is going to be the anime special version. The only downside of this is, for whatever reason, SiM did not give us the English translation for this song, so I can't break down the lyrics to see if it will relate or how it relates to Mikasa's side. So I'm torn on how I want to go about this. So what I'm thinking is, I think what I might need to do is I want to react to this and see maybe what I can pick up on just from like seeing the anime parts and seeing like how it might like just I might kind of just react to it as I would see it, like as I'm seeing the anime parts here and whatnot. And then I guess I could just go and pull up the lyrics and kind of read through them and kind of see what parts maybe like tell a story or something like that. I guess I don't know. I don't really know how to approach this video, so I really hope it's gonna be good for you guys and whatnot. So please forgive me. And so yeah. But anyways, guys, I don't want to waste more time. Let's go ahead and dive straight into this. I'm very excited to see and hear this in its full version, since I've only heard it partially from the actual outro, the ending. So let's not waste more time, guys. Let's dive right into this. Here we go.
Where are you at? Where have you been? 問いかけに答えはなく Where are we headed? What did you mean? 追いかけても遅く遠く
This is interesting, just starting off from the beginning here. You can kind of almost see a little bit in Mikasa's side and whatnot. You can kind of see like almost like this would be like what she's experiencing from her viewpoint, where you can see her standing here with Armin. You can see her like seeing the love of her life basically turn into this big giant like skeletal monster basically, with these colossal titans all around him trampling the entire world. Like starting off with where have you been, like, you know, the fact that like the last time that these three all were together was when like he basically told them, you know, like, oh Armin, you're just a slave to your own body or whatnot, and you have all, and the only reason you feel the way you do about Annie is because you have Berthold's memories. And then basically saying like he straight up hates like Mikasa, which is not true, because he loves her just as much as she loves him back, and we never really saw that happening, or that like being able to see that happen. And then where are we headed? Like, where are we headed as, like, you know, are we going to be able to ever be together as a couple and whatnot? Are we ever going to be able to fall in love and be the, you know, where we both want this? So like, what is going on? Like, you know, and see, for Armin, he knew the whole plan from the get-go. We saw that towards the end of the second special. You know, he basically unveils the whole entire thing that has to happen to Armin. So Armin knows it's about to happen, but he can't bring it to himself to tell Mikasa, because that would be heartbreaking for her to know that in the long run she has to basically be the one who ends his life, you know? And so it's like, you know, it's very fitting to see this and say like, you know, where are we? What are we doing here, you know? So let's just see if I can keep picking up on this a little bit more and more. Yeah, see? Like, what did you mean? Like, what did you mean when you said you hated me? Interesting. A butterfly, the violet scarf. Like, the butterfly, like, that we see, like, I think that if I remember correctly, there was like butterflies that were always flying around when they were young kids. Like, or I think there was like butterflies flying around when they were in the tree together when they first started the anime. And then saying like the red scarf you gave me, don't make a mess of memories being this person you really aren't, you know? I think it went. Just let me heal your scars. Like, this is Mikasa's way of saying basically, let me heal you. Let me, whatever happened from the time that you decided to just destroy Marley after we were all there together, whatever hell you were going through in your head, let me help heal you. Let me be there for you. And it's just so heartbreaking. Ooh, what a cool little effect there. Oh, I like that a lot. Really dope. Wow. This song is absolutely phenomenal. And I never realized how well these guys were going to fully portray Mikasa's side of what she's feeling, Like, the idea, going back through here, and like these lyrics, like, here we go. Why, oh, why don't you want to stay with me? Why, oh, why are you giving up on me? Basically going back to that scene again, saying that I hate you. I've always hated you. You're just a slave to your own, Ackerman heritage, if you want to call it that. And it's like, she's just fighting this agony of, why have you given up on us? It's always been us. There's always been a love between us. So why are you giving up on us? Why won't you stay with me? And then saying, like, all I want to do is just hold you in that tree, which makes it more heartbreaking, because for her to bury him under that tree, where they were, and for her just to basically just sit there next to his grave and just weep over the fact that they had no choice but to end him. But just, it's so heartbreaking to see this, because basically her saying that, I'll wait for you. You can see up until the very end when she has no choice but to kill him. You can see how much she stayed dedicated to him, not because of her Ackerman, heritage, because that's not even what it was. So Eren straight up, I wonder, maybe Eren told her that because he wanted to basically instill that into her brain in hopes that she would then eventually have what it takes to kill him, to fulfill the ultimate prophecy of him killing only 80% and then ultimately being killed himself and whatnot, so that then the rumbling would stop and his friends could go and live at least most of their lives, the way that they deserve to. Interesting. I just thought about that. Maybe that's why he did that to her. Because we know that was a lie, because literally we see eventually down the road after watching through the anime that Eren is told by Zeke that whole thing about the Ackermans being controlled by their, whatever it is, like, that it is the heritage or whatever, like, from being a slave, whatever, was not true. So I wonder if he used that knowledge and lied so she could ultimately fulfill what had to be done. Interesting. I just thought about that. Wow. Interesting. Your dream, did it satisfy or terrify his dream of, you know, basically wiping out the entire world? Because he fully admits that he was just selfish and he wanted to wipe out the entire world. I don't think that's entirely true. I think that might be a little bit of manipulation from Ymir's side. But the fact that she's, I mean, not really she's saying this because this is a song written for them to express how she's like is feeling in a way, But the idea of saying like, did your dream satisfy or terrify? Did that dream satisfy you, or did it terrify you that you had to do this? Almost saying like, good guy, bad guy. Was this something that you were satisfied by? Were you satisfied by killing all those people, 80% of the entire world, or were you terrified to do this? Were you manipulated? Which I think is more so he had that manipulation aspect of it, because you can see that he didn't want to do this, because he went through different scenarios over and over and over again to see, was there another way we could get around this? But there was no other way but then for him to eliminate the entire, basically 80% of the world, but then him be killed by his friends. Damn. This is so deep and just like haunting. It's just bringing back like the pain I felt from seeing that last special and just seeing his friends ultimately have to kill the person they looked up to and were friends with for the longest time. Oh. The headaches. The annoying pain in my head, the headaches. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Apologizing because we relied on you. And that's an interesting take there, because in a way he didn't really let them down. He fulfilled what he meant to fulfill so they could live at least another probably 5 or so years of freedom and being able to live the way they want to. But then in the long run, their Paradise Island gets destroyed anyways. So it's like, I don't know, that's such an interesting there. I'm sorry that we've been relying on you. Wow, interesting. Wow. Oh shit. What's coming?
I'm here to tell you there's no need to talk.
That's interesting. I'm sorry I cut us off a little bit. But if we go back here, I mean, you can see this transition from you'll see this transition. I'm going to show you real quick. You'll see this transition from the normal, regular rock with the, clean vocals here, right here. Transitioning. And then see, we drop into the coordinates. Or the coordinate, or whatever what I think it's called the coordinate. Drop in. You see Mikasa drop into here, and you see, I'm here, so we don't need to talk. This little boy Eren. And then it's her and Ymir. When they were talking, when they were talking with him, trying to talk him out of the rumbling. It's almost like now we've seen where we kind of have Eren interfere with this, with the memories of Mikasa here, as he drops her in to the coordinate and is talking to her, saying, "We don't need to talk. I'm here to tell you there's no need to talk because I have made my decision. I have made the decision to do this, to do the rumbling, destroy 80% of the world, to make sure that you guys have that freedom. That's such a cool thing there, to have Eren almost interfere with this like whole idea of this song being towards Mikasa and her feelings and her thoughts right now, but Eren drops in like he would in the coordinate and talking to all the Eldians and saying this part here. And then you got this switch into the more angry, unclean vocals, like showing like how you have the unclean vocals and anger from the rumbling from Eren's perspective. Wow, that's genius. This has got to be one of the greatest endings for this anime. Plus, SiM just crushed this in writing a song that's supposed to like really not really exemplify the way Mikasa's feeling at this moment, but also how Eren has interfered with her thoughts and whatnot and gotten into her head before. Wow!
Need to talk.
Oh. See? Them screaming, "You're free!" Like Eren saying to her, "You're free. Why are you complaining? Why are you worried about me? You're free now." Oh!
This is already enough. We'll figure out the rest. Let me shoulder your We've only not calling love, and we won't regress.
Interesting. People might not call it love. And I'm wondering if that's because, you know, you have the idea of, you know, they all, I think maybe still have the idea of her not necessarily being in love with, maybe it was originally like they all thought that she was in love with him, but, you know, then when Eren revealed to her that he hated her, it was like, oh, maybe it's because he really is, you know, she really is stuck being like, you know, basically, you know, a slave to him and having to protect him in a way, you know? Maybe that's what they're saying there, which is a very interesting concept. Again, your sins together for you. Let me bear your sins. Let me take this on for you so you don't have to. You know, let's not end it this way. Let's do it a different way that ends where we can be happy together for the rest of our lives. If I lose it all, like going back to Eren's The Rumbling. If I lose it all. Yeah, wow. Really nice little Easter egg from the other song. I got it again. If I lose it all. This time it's saying if I lose it all from her side. If I lose it all, I'll be waiting for you. So even if she loses it all, even if she lost everything, she'll still be waiting for him. Wow, okay. This song, I actually almost like this song more than The Rumbling because it's just so well written and conveying what Mikasa would be feeling and thinking throughout that entire, you know, like, you know, ending there basically from, you know, season 4. And wondering, like, why has Eren given up on me? Why does he not want to be with me? Why is he saying he hated me? Because, like I said, their last conversation together, besides him talking to them in the coordinate, was him saying he hated her. And that's just a terrible way for them to, like, you know, stop talking to each other. That's the last conversation they ever had, was, hey, I hate you and you're a slave to me, basically, because of your Ackerman, you know, background. You know, which is basically a lie, too. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I think that he had, in that moment, that was him talking to his friends, saying, hey, you both are going to kill me. So let me make it easier for you by absolutely trying to make you both hate me. But in the long run, it didn't work. But see, Armin had known from the very get-go that he was going to have to do that. You know? Because him and Eren had that conversation, you know, that we see them going through together. But Mikasa did not know that. So I think that was his attempt in making her hate him so that she could fulfill the destiny. That's what my thought process is, at least. But honestly, I think this is one of my favorite songs in any anime ending that I've heard so far. It's one of the best well-written ones. It really conveys the idea of what this character, Mikasa basically, is feeling in the anime. And it really just was so brilliantly done, because you see Mikasa going through it, you know, or the Mikasa side throughout the entire part, but then you see them from the anime dropping her into the coordinate, and then it has that part of like, there's no need to talk. Basically, there's no need to talk because I've already made my decision, basically. And that's like Eren interfering, and you have the uncleans that you see from the anger side of Eren being angry and destroying the entire world. Oh, it's just so genius. It's one of the most brilliant things that they could have done with this song, and so freaking awesome. I mean, like, I love this one. The rumbling was great, but this one took it to a whole nother level. Wow, I'm truly blown away, guys. I'm truly fucking blown away, honestly. I mean, But anyways, guys, I think the next video I'm going to do related still to Attack on Titan is going to be a nice little synopsis of what I thought of the entire anime, I think, is what I'm going to do. Because I think you guys probably would like to see what I really ultimately thought outside the emotions I felt in the final special, you know, so yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm going to definitely go ahead and end it here, because I feel like this has been probably a fairly long video, but I really think I hopefully convey this well, and I'm glad that they had enough English in here that I was able to do that for you guys, so that makes me happy also. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's all for me today, so thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, guys, bye!